Hello students, welcome to AK classes. My name is Akash Kohli and today I'm with a very important topic, or you can say the most important topic, that is IELTS listening module. Yes, I'm going to tell you about the IELTS listening module, the basic concepts of this, and of course the tips to solve all these questions. As you may know that you are having 40 questions there. All right, I'm going to write everything on the screen, and these are tips and of course the basics of IELTS listening. The first thing you will see is that there will be 40 questions in total, right? And the whole listening is divided into 4 parts. There are 4 parts, like you listen to 4 different extracts. The first extract will be a conversation. It will be a conversation on a social context, on a social context. Here you will listen to an audio related to social aspect. For example, someone is to uh, going to book a holiday package, or of course he's talking to a receptionist. So the topic is on a social context. The second one is a monologue. You will listen to a single voice. In this you will listen to 2 different voices, but here you will listen to a single voice that is also on a social context. And the most important thing is what, that in a monologue, in this part only, you will get maps. There will be no maps in first, third or fourth section. Let's talk about the third section. That is again a conversation. Again, there are 2 or 3 people here, but here there are only 2. But here you can listen to 2 to 3 different voices, and that is on educational context. Educational context, right? And now the fourth and the last one is again a monologue, or it's better we say it as a lecture, a university or college lecture. It means this is again on educational context. So this is actually the basic concept, that you will not listen to anything else out of these 4 things. And always the first part will be a conversation, second will be a monologue, third will be a conversation, and fourth will be a monologue again. And the first 2 are on social context and the last 2 are of educational context. And that is why for academic and for general, for GT, the IELTS listening is always same, right? Now the third part, the types of questions. Types of questions. Blank. The blanks are these type of questions in which you need to fill some blanks. The second one is multiple choice questions, or we can say it as MCQs, right? In this you need to go for choose single option or for multiple options, for example 2 or 3 options or more than that sometimes. All right, so here you will choose a single option and here you will choose 2 to 3 options. The third one is matching the information. You need to match the information. I'll show you in my next videos that how these questions look like, and of course we'll give you tips for that, and all the tips will be free of cost, right? And please subscribe to my channel and tell others to join also who are actually looking for IELTS or take IELTS exam, right? So the types of questions will be these 3: blanks, MCQs, and matching the information, right? So this is all about your IELTS basics. right? Now I'm going to clear the screen, and now let's discuss about the tips. The important part is I'll discuss the tips for all the questions. The first tip is, yes, it is very important that you need to listen to the things very carefully. So listen carefully, because if you say that without listening to it, I could answer it, no, I can't. The second thing you need to follow is the keywords. This is always a kind of a problem, that what are keywords. So I would say you go for some nouns, verbs, numbers, articles, or prepositions. Yes, right, you need to focus on these things. Why? See, for example, there is a blank like this, and before that there is only an. Sometimes they'll write it like this, but most of the times if they write a dash or the dash or an dash, of course we know that here the word would contain the sound of a vowel, the sound of a vowel, right? And if I go for this a, there will be a sound of consonants. Sound of consonant will be there. So if I talk about the, then of course there will be a specific singular word, specific singular, or I must say it might be a plural word. So you need to focus on these things also. And the prepositions, yes, these are very important. Common prepositions are in, at, on, over, above, right? For, or you can say of. So these are some common prepositions and need to focus on all these. The reason is you will listen to one of these which are before the blank, and you need to put the answer just after the word you will listen in your listening part, right? And what are like nouns, verbs, and numbers? Numbers are of course which are the dates or some measurements, right? Or you can say some kind of uh, years or whatever. So all these numbers you need to focus. And after that, the verbs, of course, if you want to recognize what a verb is, then you can follow this method. You need to put ing after a verb. Of course, only in verbs you can put ing, otherwise that is not a verb. For example, if I write good, you can't make it as gooding. This is wrong, right? Because this is not a verb, this is an adjective. If I write right, then of course you can put ting, that is writing. So these are the verbs. And noun, you know it very well, that nouns are what? Any name, place, animal, or thing. So these are the keywords you need to focus, right? So I'm going to clear the screen now, and I hope you have noted it down. Now, the third thing, important thing is just mark the words before or after the blank, right? You need to focus on these two words also. For example, it is written dash road. It means road will be there. Road will be there, and that is a noun, a kind of noun. So, of course, road will be there. You need to focus on this. You need to underline this, and then listen to the things where the road comes, and before that word is your answer. Let us see and check if it helps or not, right? So I'm going to play some letters. I'll show you that how they play or how they pronounce some letters, right? So you need to answer it here. Please write the numbers on your copy and follow the process. I'll play an audio, and of course you need to listen to it, and then you need to answer it, right? And the answers will be on page number 10. Now this is page number 3. Now the answers will be at page number 10. Please do all these things side by side and then check your answers at the on the page number 10, right? So I'm going to clear it again. So the first thing or the first audio you're going to listen to is this. Please listen to it.
1.
I'm not sure, but I think it starts with an F.
2.
No, I'm pretty sure it's double L.
3.
Is that M for Mary?
4.
Sorry, was that last letter a T or a C?
5.
Do you know if it's spelt with a CH or SH?
I would like to help you. The first answer is F. And the last one is CH or SH. Now this is your turn to check your these three answers, right? I'm going to clear the screen now. Now I'm going to move to the next slide. Now in this you need to choose that which number actually you heard in the audio, right? So these are two numbers, like there are two numbers. Please write it on your copy A to J, and please pause the video and write it down A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J, and then write down the correct answer on the notebook, right? If it is first, then write first, or if it is third, then please write third on your copy, and then so on. You need to go for these 10 questions now. So I'm going to play the audio. Good luck.
A.
Third,
B.
$10.50.
C.
Sixth,
D.
70.
E.
19.
F.
15.
G.
62.
H.
£110.
I.
31st.
J.
27th.
So guys, I hope you have written down all the 10 answers on your notebook. Don't worry, the answers will be on page number 10 and you are at page number 4. Now let us shift to the next slide. See, so these are, you need to put one word and or a number. So this is very important to check that what to put. So let me tell you, this is one word and a number. So what are the right answers? For example, if you write bookkeeper, this is not a one word. Actually, these are two words. But if you write an with a hyphen, write it with a hyphen, then this is one word only, right? And what about this and or means you can write a number with a word. For example, 26 July is correct answer, right? Because 26 is a number and July is a word. But if you write it as 26 July 2021, then the answer is wrong because there are two numbers now and one word. So we are given this like a note that you need to put one word and or a number, right? So I'm going to clear the screen. Now try to complete this. Good luck.
One.
And can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Andrew Brown.
Is that spelt the same as the colour?
Yes, but with an E at the end.
2.
And what's your address, in case we need to post any information out to you?
Oh, OK. I live at 63 Beaton Road. That's B-E-E-T-O-N.
Sorry, was that last letter N or M?
N for November.
3.
Do you have a website I can go to?
Yes. Just go to www.kickers.com.
Is that Kickers?
That's right. All one word and all lowercase.
4.
Where shall we meet then? Somewhere in the city?
That's a good idea. What about at that hotel on the corner of Queen Street and Mary Street? What's it called?
Oh, it's the Rose Hotel, like the flower.
Yes, that's the one. I'll see you there at 7.
5.
Right. And can I get your car registration number?
Uh-huh.
Have you got a normal one, or is it one of those specially made ones that's a word or a name?
No, I haven't got the money for a personalised plate. It's just 3 letters and 3 numbers. It's HLP 528.
So students, I hope you have already completed all this and see how those steps worked here. So that was written Andrew, road.com, hotel, a registration number. So these are, or 63 is a number. So these are the kind of your keywords or important words you need to focus on, right? So let's move to the next slide now. The most important part and most difficult, you can say, because students, I have seen that they have a fear of completing MCQs, in a better way. So let's start and complete all these. So for this, what you need to follow? You need to follow like this. You need to again put some keywords or mark some keywords. Students, drink, survey, majority, like maximum number of things we need to find. And what points does the speaker about? Skiing. Skiing is the only word I have seen here. A small percentage, large number, small proportion, percentage are again same. So there's this will not help me because that is all same. So suitable, like, tried. So I think so these 3 words are my better keywords. This is a verb, trying. So try, tried, trying, like, liking. Yes, of course I can make it as my, and this is suitable. Next is elephants in Africa. So I need to focus on Africa. At least, this is an important word here, at least. So 53, 470, 690, right? So weigh the same. Which 2? Weigh the same. Tongue of a blue whale and elephant, elephant, blue whale, bus and elephant. Okay, so let's start and I'll play the audio now. Good luck.
1.
We had a good response to our survey, and we found that while 80% of our students drink coffee, only 15% drink tea, with the rest preferring water.
2.
Over 800,000 people in the U.S. are estimated to have tried skiing. This may seem a large number, but it represents just over 0.26% of the total population of 300 million. So, per capita, it is surprisingly small.
3.
It's estimated that India is home to between 38,000 and 53,000 wild elephants, while Africa has between 470,000 and 690,000.
Exact figures are difficult to determine.
4.
An elephant can weigh between 2.5 and 5 tons. This is comparable to the tongue of the blue whale, which alone can weigh 2.7 tons. In fact, a blue whale can weigh 15 times more than an elephant and can grow to about 10 times the size of a standard bus.
So I hope guys, you have again completed all these. I've cleared the screen and it was actually now easy. And I know what the answers are, and I'll show you and will tell you that the answer for this is C. For the second, it is C because I have listened to this word tried skiing. So I think so, yes, this is the right answer. So let's start with this. Listen and complete the information. We need to complete this information. So you'll listen to an audio in which you'll listen to again 5 different audios, part of some audios, and then you need to answer all these, right? Good luck.
1. I hope you've enjoyed your stay with us.
Yes, it was lovely. But I had to pay £95, which seems a bit expensive. Last time I stayed here, I only paid £80.
Yes, I'm sorry, madam. We had to increase our prices considerably this year, but that is actually a discounted price, as you're a regular guest. It would normally be £105.
Oh.
2.
Now, on Thursday, there will be a special class, which will be given by a wonderful local artist. As this isn't included in your fees, you will need to pay for this on the day. We've kept the costs low. It's only $10 for our regular students here. If you want to bring along anyone else who hasn't studied with us before, the cost for them is $15. We charge them an extra $5 for the use of equipment, which old students have already paid for.
3.
Can you tell me how big the garage is? I just want to make sure our cars will fit.
Let me have a look. How big are your cars?
Mine's about 1.5 metres wide, and my wife's is almost the same.
I don't think it's wide enough, I'm afraid. It says here that it's 3.5 metres across, and you need at least a metre between the cars to be able to open the doors.
You're right. What about the height? Mine's a van I use for work, and I carry a lot of equipment on top.
Let me see. It's 2.5 metres. Would that be tall enough?
Not for my big ladders, no. I'd like 3 metres at least.
4.
I'm thinking of taking my children to the Gold Coast in the holidays. Can you tell me how much it would cost on the bus? I don't want to drive all that way.
Right. You'd qualify for a family ticket, which is the cheapest way to do it. It'll be $55 altogether. Normally, a child's fare is $25 and an adult is $45.
Oh, that's a good deal.
5.
I'm trying to organise a party, and I wondered if your hotel had a room we could use.
We do have several function rooms. What date did you have in mind for the party? I'll just warn you, we're already fully booked for most of June. The first available date I have is the 14th of July.
Oh, that's not a problem. It's for my dad's birthday, which isn't until the 1st of August.
That's a Tuesday.
Yes. So I'd like to hold it at the end of July, on the Saturday before.
So that's the 29th?
Yes, that's right.
So, students, you have listened to many different things. For example, if I talk about this, new students need to bring, there was $10, then there was $15, then $5. You need to understand sometimes that what will be the answer. So the answer for second is actually 15, right? Because of course you need to focus on new students, right? So let's start and shift to the next slide. So these are somehow more tricky kind of MCQs. In this, you need to focus on all the MCQs because they will speak about all the things, and then you need to listen to the things that where they actually shifted. So let's discuss, and I'll play this, and then please write down 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then of course we are just one slide away from the answers. I hope you will get more and more correct answers as per the tips and tricks you got in the very first slide, right? Good luck.
Listening section 1.
Hi, Sam. We'd better start planning the party. It's in less than 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. There isn't much to do, is there?
Well, we need to sort out food for a start.
Why don't we just order some pizzas?
But we always do that. Let's do something a bit different. Besides, it's pretty expensive.
What about a barbecue then? Or we could just do hot dogs?
Too much preparation involved. There are a lot coming, you know.
Sandwiches then. That's easy enough.
Sandwiches? That's a good idea. Hang on. That would be even more preparation than the barbecue. Better go back to the original idea, I suppose.
Pizzas it is then.
Now, we also need to think about music and invitations.
Well, we don't need to buy invitations. I think we should just do them on the computer and keep costs down.
Good idea. And what about music?
We can just use the same stuff we had last time. It's fine.
OK. Well, if we don't let people know soon, there won't be anyone there. So let's make that our priority. Have you got your laptop?
Yeah. Told you there wasn't much to do.
Listening section 3.
Hi, Julie. Have you got time to plan our project?
Sure. I've got a few minutes. We need to choose a topic based on the theme of pollution, don't we?
That's right. Have you got any preferences?
Well, I did a huge assignment on water pollution last year, so we could just do that.
Actually, the tutor did make a point of saying not to use last year's materials, so we'd better not.
It's probably a bit out of date now anyway. Also, it focused specifically on industry, and I think we're supposed to take a broad view.
That's right. We could look at something totally different, like the effects of fumes on air quality.
Good idea. And we could make sure we include all of the sources, like traffic and factories.
So, what else do we need to do? Shall we go to the library and look for resources?
Actually, I think we'd be better off looking online. The good resources in the library are often all out at this time of the year. Anyway, before we notify the tutor which topic we've chosen, I think we need to ask the others what they're doing.
You're right. We need to make sure we're not all doing the same thing. Let's ask them this afternoon in the tutorial.
Great idea.
So students, I wish that you have answered first as pizzas. Yes, right. The first answer is A. The reason is, first they talked about pizzas, but they again shifted to hot dogs and then shifted to sandwiches, and then again, in the last line, the lady was again shifted to pizzas. So, of course, I told you these are more tricky. I hope you have answered this A in it. Otherwise, it's okay. Check the answers and then you can listen to these audios again, and then you can make your corrections, or you can say the answer key after seeing the answer key, right? So let's shift to the last slide, that is maps, the important part of maps. That is, I'll give you some tips on it first, the maps. So this is what we need to follow, that there are these 4 directions which are very important. Is north, this is south, right to the north, this is your right, so that is always east, and the rest side is west. So north, east, west, south are the 4 directions. Now the first thing you need to follow here, that it is you who is moving. It is you who is actually walking or moving. For example, if the person says turn to your right, it means you have to turn to your right or your left. Because sometimes what happens, we feel like that whether to go for the person who is standing in front of us, according to him we have to move to the right, it means it is our left, or we have to move to like our right, or according to him. So this is actually you who is moving or walking just behind him. So you need to focus that if the person is saying to your left, it means it is your left, and if it is saying that it's your right, it means you need to move to your side and your right. The third one is, some words will be there behind. Behind means at the back side of that, at the back side. Next, fourth is beside, next, or adjacent are one and the same thing. So please, you need to focus on these words, adjacent and all. Fifth one is opposite, or even if it says across, it means you need to look at in the opposite direction or in front of. These all 3 words are same. So you need to focus on these words, and then of course you will get the answers in an easy way. So I'm going to clear this, and now going to play the audio. In the first, you need to focus that where is the gift shop, whether it is A, B, or C. And now where can you buy stamps? You need to focus on these 3 buildings, A, B, or C. Now, what is the proposed location of the new bridge? It's A, B, or C. You need to focus on this. The map is here. And what is the ideal habitat of the Traviston frog? Of course, this is not the part of a map, but yes, you can do this also by using this method, right? So I'm going to play it.
1.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the gift shop is?
Yes, you need to go into the shopping centre. The entrance is over there on your left.
Yes, I see it.
Well, you go in there, then go straight ahead. The shop you want is opposite the toilets, next to the lifts.
Thanks very much.
2.
Welcome to the resort. I'll just tell you about some of our facilities. We've got a lovely little pond where guests are welcome to sit and have a picnic. You'll see it as you come in the entrance. In the middle of the resort, you'll see a circular courtyard. It has some lovely cool places to sit as well. You can see our famous fig tree from there. It's enormous. To the right of the courtyard, you'll find a small shop where you can pick up things like postcards and stamps. It's just behind the tree.
3.
Hello, Professor Jones. Would you be able to help me with my assignment?
Of course. Are you having problems with choosing a good location for the new bridge?
Yes. I was thinking of putting it right in the middle, as the river is at its narrowest there.
Well, that would save costs.
Exactly.
But I realised that it would create costs in other areas, as it would mean some important buildings being knocked down. So I think it would be better if it's at the eastern end of the motorway.
That's a good idea. It would be a lot more useful than if it was at the western end.
4.
The Traveston frog is different to many other species of frog. It is very small and so, unlike other species, it is unable to live in the area of a pond, though it does need to live in fairly close proximity to water so that it can feed. Rather than choosing the safety of a tree, which would be too tall and may actually increase the threat from predators, it elects to live in a tiny burrow surrounded by bushes.
So I hope, friends, you have completed all the 4. And now this is the time to show you the answer key. Good luck, and please write your scores in the comment box so that everyone can check that how many a person or a student can make it correct after these tips, right? So that is the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day.